Hello everybody, what's going on? This is Andrew, and today I am going to hop into a Dominaria United draft here on Firewood Gaming. Unlike previous sets, this is not the very first time I've drafted this set. I did a handful before this. I've gotten to 7 wins 3 times now, hoping for my 4th here in this video. I think this set's really fun so far. And I'm having a lot of success with one archetype in particular. I'll see if I'm going to be able to show it off for you now. If you've been paying attention, you'll know that there's a specific uncommon that's kind of taking over, and we'll get to it if we see it. It's a wall. Walls are a very, very good archetype, but in this pack, I don't think I'm going to be taking a wall. I think I'm taking Defiler of Dreams here. 4 mana, 4/3 flyer, gives all of your blue permanents Phyrexian mana instead of blue if you want it, and whenever you cast a blue permanent spell, you get to draw a card. There's lots of good blue permanents to be casting. Academy Wall's fine, it's not one of the best, but Defiler of Dreams is the pick here. It's just a great beater, and if you get to draw at least 1 card with it, it's just insane. Other cards that I'm interested in, Joda's Codex is really, really easy to turn into a really powerful late game card advantage engine. Games tend to go pretty long in this format, and there's a lot of dual lands here. So I'm going to be looking to pick up maybe the blue-red dual land on the wheel. Blue-red is an archetype I've had success with also. But we'll just see how it goes. We're going to start with the Defiler of Dreams, though. All right, pick number 2, Shield Wall Sentinel is quietly one of the most important cards for the wall archetype because the uncommon wall that makes birds is so good that you want to be able to tutor for it. So picking up late Shield Wall Sentinels to tutor for your 1 or 2 copies of that bird defender thing is really, really useful and important and good. We were not going to be taking it here, but that's something to keep an eye on. Other cards in this pack that are good, Flowstone Infusion is good, or Reward Possession is good. Thran Portal is interesting because it fixes your mana. Coral Colony is another one of the walls that just like wins you the game because it mills your opponent out. It's pretty easy to set up games where you just have 1 or 2 of these and you just win by milling. I think I'm just going to take the Thran Portal though. I didn't mean to just lock it in there, but I'm happy with that. It fixes your mana. You're often going to be multicolors in this format, so I'm fine with that. Here we've got Urtai's Scorn, which is basically just cancel in this format. Not good enough. I'd rather play Essence Scatter. So I think I'm going to take a Talus Lookout. This card's very good. Windrake has come far. 4 mana, 3/2 flyer. When it dies, you get to draw your best card from the top 2 of your deck. Cut Down is a nice, cheap, interactive spell, but it gets outscaled pretty easily in draft. Stall for Time is the only other card in this pack that I'm like really looking for. This card's really good. Will not wheel. So on the wheel, I'm thinking maybe pick up a dual land, maybe the Meteorite. There's not going to be much for me on the wheel here, but I'm happy to start with a versatile land and 2 good blue cards. So hopefully we can build on that. And we really get nothing here. Pixie Illusionist is fine, not great. The Drawbridge is good for later on. I don't really want to commit to a second color, though. These green cards are all fine. The Hurler Cyclops is decent. And the black cards are just okay. I would pick a land here, any land, if there was a land in this pack. But there's not. So now I'm got to choose between the Illusionist or the Cyclops. I think I'll take the Cyclops. No, I'm just going to take the Drawbridge. So the Drawbridge is a wall, which matters because the walls are very good. So I'm just going to take this. If I don't end up playing it, I did not miss out on much by taking the Drawbridge over one of those other cards. Here, I can take Academy Wall or a dual land. I think I'd rather have the dual land. I don't know that I'm playing green cards, but there are some green cards I'd be happy to splash. An Academy Wall, you can get these pretty late, and I don't even know if I want that many walls yet. That being said, I do know there's that Coral, or the Mill Wall, that might be coming back, so maybe I should just pick the Academy Wall. over the dual land. Yeah, I've talked myself into it. The dual lands are important, but I'm okay with this too. And now there are no blue cards, but there is a Citizen's Arrest. It's a pretty late Citizen's Arrest. It's a decent removal spell. I don't like Love Song of Day and Night. I'm not. I don't want to make my opponent draw 2 cards. You could skip to the make a 1/1 and then put a counter on 2 things, but you're doing a lot just to get a 2/2 flyer. So I think I'd rather take the Citizen's Arrest here. There's a Gibbering Barricade that you could play. If we wanted to splash black, I don't see a reason to do that yet because we've got a good white card here. Nothing here, but we get to pick one of these 2 duels to pick. I'm not taking any of these blue or white cards. Scout the Wilderness is pretty good. More likely to go blue-black or blue-red. Black has walls in it, red does not, but I like some of the red cards. Like the red removal is easier to splash than the black removal is. I think red gets contested at tables a little bit more often than black, so I'll take the Aquifer. Nothing really... Actually, that's not true. Artillery Blast is fine. 2 mana instant, deals X damage to a tapped creature where X is 1 plus the number of basic land types among lands you control. So this will pick off something that attacks you. It's decent. Usually okay having at least one of these in my white decks. Okay, so the Academy Wall did wheel, so I could have taken the blue-green duel from before. I'll just take a second Academy Wall here. Not only does this block really well on the ground, but it also helps you loot through your deck later on, right? You play this on turn 3, and then on turn 4, maybe you play a removal spell. You counter their spell with an Essence Scatter, and then you get to loot through your deck. It's a decent card. Deceptively good if you've got other walls. Did not get another wall here, though. So I'll take the Mesa Cavalier. It's good to have plenty of flyers when you're building this walls deck, so you can kill your opponent. Urg Spawn of Turg is a good card, though. I'm surprised to see this still in the pack. Pretty happily take it, the Mesa Cavalier here, though. Lots of 3-drops so far. That's okay. It's a pretty slow format as far as I can tell. Oh, we wield the Stall for Time? This card is so good. Oh, that's great. Very happy about that. I'll take the Meteorite and probably not play it. I'll start with it in the sideboard. I'll play a Samite Herbalist if I need to. And a 2-mana 2/2 if I need it. Cool. So here, the Merfolk Lord is not particularly good. 2-mana 1/1 flash. There's not enough Merfolk in the set for this to actually buff anything. And it being a curse catcher, you can sack it to counter a spell. It only counters non-creature spells. It's just not all that good. And really, there's not all that much that is good here, but there is a Runic Shot. So it destroys a tapped creature, and if it was kicked, I scry 2. Pretty happy to have this. It's a really cheap piece of interaction. It's important to have 1 or 2 pieces of 1-mana interaction too, because there's an uncommon that lets you go get a spell like this from your deck. So we'll see if I get that. So I can show that off. I might take a Shield Wall Sentinel here. It's either that or like Destroy Evil, but I've got a couple pieces of removal already, and I want to be able to get my important walls if I get there. So I think I'll grab the Shield Wall Sentinel over a Sulphur Springs and the Destroy Evil. Yeah. There's another Talus Lookout. I think I'll take the Talus Lookout here. I'd be happy with Stall for Time, Coalition Sky Knight, or the Phalanx on the wheel. Yeah, but I'm happy to pick up another Talus Lookout. Geyser is a great card. Bounces a thing, you draw a card, and gain 3 life. There's also Raft Weatherlight Stalwart. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you can tap 2 untapped creatures you control if you do draw a card. And you can give your stuff Vigilance until end of turn. It's a pretty good card. I think I'll just take the Geyser, though. This is better in a vacuum, and this might wheel because nobody seems to be white-blue. So I'll just take the Geyser. I wish this was Essence Scatter, because I'd play Essence Scatter. Not really into any of these cards. Yeah. I guess I'll take the. It doesn't really matter. I'll take this. I think it's a little bit better than the Cavalier, but it's close. Another Geyser and another Wall Sentinel. I don't think this card is particularly good. And I haven't seen any other black cards worth splashing. Sentinel or Geyser? I think I want the Geyser. It's close though. It's really close. Here I'll take another Mesa Cavalier. I want some flyers to be able to attack in the air. Time and lane interference I'd play, and I'd play another drawbridge, but I think I'd rather have the powerful flyer. Here I'll take the Phyrexian Espionage. A nice way to refuel, and I've got the black land, so I can kick this sometimes. I'd play a Sky Knight, but I'm not hurting for 4-drops yet. I've got the Talus Lookouts and hopefully more 4-drops coming, so. This, you can get a land or just draw a card, or I can take the blue-green duel, or a timely interference, or take up the shield. I'll take the land. I don't really want any of those cards, though. Impede Momentum is okay, not great. I'm hoping to not have to play that. Don't want any of these cards. I'll take the wall, I guess. Yeah, this is okay. I think I'll take the Pixie Illusionist. Is that true? Do I care about Pixie Illusionist? Nah, I'd rather have the dual land. Now I can splash a green card pretty easily if I open one. Come on, a Johnny one time. Could play this as a 2/2 also pretty easily. I really want... No, I'll take the wall. I really want one of the Walls Matter cards. I saw the one of them, the coral one that I decided not to pick early on. There's a white one that I'd be really happy to get also. It is not in this pack though. Instead, there's a Keldon Flame Sage, which is okay, not great. Twinferno has killed me because they gave something Double Strike before. I don't think it's that good. Tailswipe's fine, not great. Garnet is fine, not great. So what am I taking with all of these fine, not great cards? I either take a Radiant Grove, I could take a Floriferous Vine Wall, which is just fine. Or I take like a Soaring Drake or another Shield Wall Sentinel. I think I'll take the Drake. It looks like we might just be a Flyers deck with some walls to try to stall out, which is totally fine, and I want more blue permanents to go with my Defiler of Dreams anyways, so that works out. We've got Resolute Reinforcements, 1 mana, or 2 mana 1/1 creature that comes with another 1/1. Impulse, Captain's Call, Sacred Peaks. It's another bad pack for us. I'll take the Resolute Reinforcements. It's not great in our deck, but I don't really want anything else, and we need a couple more cheap plays. Gonna take the Yavimaya Coast, but there's nothing really here for me either. Getting a little worried about my deck at this point. There's a Zaro Jonin, Scion of Efrava. So it's a 5-mana 4/4. Whenever it becomes tapped, I put a counter on each creature I control with toughness less than the number of basic land types. So this could be a nice later play to power up my flyers. Right, attack with this once, even if it dies, hopefully it trades with something and it powers up the rest of my flyers. Join Forces could be good also, but I think I'll take this guy. Yeah, again, passing the Sulphurous Springs, but that's fine. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to get it. I'll take the land here. Good to have good mana. Don't want... Again, I would play the Join Forces. I just don't know... Expensive tricks like this are only so good, right? I know some people love them. I don't love them. So I'm just going to take the land. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to be able to play the Walls deck. Let's take the Haunting Figment here. There's a Founding the Third Path, which is like okay. I don't even know if it's that good in this format. I got another Geyser. Alright, we are all in on the Flyers and Bouncing Stuff play, because we did not get any of the Walls Matter things. So I don't think I play the Shield Wall Sentinel. I think I probably do play these Samite Herbalists. They hold the ground pretty good. I just don't care about any of these cards. The Captain's Call might make the deck. The Charismatic Vanguard might make the deck. Okay, I might play the Take Up the Shield. Okay. I feel like this draft was a solid okay. Okay, but not great. I think I'm pretty happy with this main deck. I think I just need to cut a card. I don't think I'd rather play any of these cards. The Founding the Third Path is like okay. You can cast an instant or sorcery for cheap, but the only cheap instants and sorceries I have are removal spells. And so there's only very like limited amounts of time that I'd want to do that. I don't really want to mill them for, and I don't really want to recast things from my graveyard. Like the only things I want to recast from my graveyard are the Geysers, some of the removal spells, and the Phyrexian Espionage. Just feel like this can be really hard to set up. So I'm okay leaving it out. I could even trim a land here, maybe. I don't need... No, I'll keep that. That's fine. Yeah. I don't think I trim an Academy Wall because I think they're going to be important for letting our Flyers race our opponents. I could see trimming one of the Samite Herbalists. I could see trimming the Juniper Order Root Weaver, but this could be really good in some circumstances. I could see trimming a land because we really don't need more than 5 lands, 6 lands most of the time, but I have the Academy Walls to loot away extra lands, so it's probably fine to keep in all these lands. The drawbridge is going to be good here, even though I don't have any wall synergies. I think I want all the Geysers. I'll trim an Herbalist and just play it like this. So this is going to be the deck. I'm going to fix my lands because I want Dominaria lands, not Baldur's Gate lands. I'm going to pick out some sleeves, and we're going to see if this blue-white, classic blue-white Flyers deck can get the job done. All right, I'm hoping that we can get the job done with this deck. This hand looks good. We'll keep it. No turn 1 play, but we could play a tap land here. Any third land is really good for us. No, any third land is really, really good for us. Just get to divination on turn 2. Not even worry about the kicker. No land. That's fine. We can take it easy. If I miss land drop on the next turn, it could be bad for us. Do have the artillery blast to help a little bit. And we never found an essence scatter. Sometimes I see essence scatters going around super late, but didn't even see a single one this time. Opponent basically gets to scry 4. It's not quite how it works, but found the land, and now if I do this, I think I'll just wall this turn. That way I can see more cards next turn with this, and if I just find another land, I can just go Talos Lookout and hold the espionage for now. But this is holding this off. And then I want to just hit the board with my flyers and start going to town. Our opponent looks like a domain deck. The decks I've had most success playing so far are either white-based wall decks or domain decks. Kind of like what it looks like our opponent might be doing here. If I have a trick or another spell to kill my wall, that's fine, because then they're not killing my flyers. I'd rather have them kill this if they're going to kill something. Doesn't look like that's what they're going to do. They're just passing, doing nothing. So we'll go ahead and do this. We'll loot. I think I'll loot away my other academy wall here, but we'll see. Yeah, the other wall's hitting the bin. I don't feel the need to runic shot a 3-2. I'll hold that. Nope, your turn. So all they did was play a tap land. They are on 5 domain now, which is potentially scary, but I've got a couple of removal spells, so I'm not too worried yet. And I will still block. Got a 3-3, sure. That's an okay draw. I can slam a Talos Lookout here. I will not block, because I can artillery blast that, or runic shot it, so they attack, I'm not blocking. I will just kill it, and then play another flyer, either the Drake or the Talos Lookout. And then I can start looting through my deck with my Academy Wall. I've got to decide if it's... Oh, jeez Louise. Yeah, sure. I'd love to find an untapped land. No such luck. It's worth it to take the Vidalian Mindsinger off the table, so I'm going to Citizen's Arrest it. I'm just trying to figure out if I also kill the Illusionist this turn. And if I'm gonna kill the Illusionist, am I doing it with the Runic Shot? Probably not. It's probably better to Artillery Blast. So I'll do this on that, get my guy back. And then I don't have to decide right now. I can wait. Because like they can attack, I can block, and then maybe they'll cast a pump spell or something, and I can blast in response. Do you know the fountain? Okay. They've also got lots of flyers. I'm not too worried about it. I've got a cheeky play I can make where I can tap something end of turn and then kill it with one of my spells. So it's going to make more sense to play the Drake here. Then pass the turn. So let's tap the Djinn. And they've just got another Djinn. Okay. That is annoying. Let's go ahead and Runic Shot, kill the Djinn, loot, probably discarding one of these 2-drops. And then, do I want one of these lands? I think so. Because I'm going to play the Talus Lookout here, and then next turn... Next turn I have my plays lined up. I'm actually going to bottom both. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, that's not the one I meant to play. Just grabbed the wrong card. That's fine. I was going to play Talus Lookout. That's okay. It doesn't really matter. He said hopefully. I didn't expect our opponent to just, like, have all flyers here. I'll block there and there. I'm okay trading here because then I get to draw a card. They could have a spell, they could have join forces or something. There's infinite things they could have. Okay, or Host's Frenzy. They're going to get to draw some cards also, and they get to kill my Academy Wall for free. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Hopefully they play something post-combat so I can Artillery Blast the Djinn of the Fountain. Yeah, that hurts, but that's okay. Let's draw a card. Geyser or take up the shield. I think I'm taking Geyser here. Stall for time's a good draw. I'm just going to try to blast this. They have a thing, so now they get to blink it. Yep, that happens. It's annoying for sure. But there's not too much to do about it. I'm just going to keep developing my board. They're a weird deck. I guess they're base blue-red. Just with all these domain cards. Yeah, they're hitting for 7 here. I'm going to say no blocks. I'll go to 5. But I've got this on deck, so it's kind of 8. Land would be a decent draw here. I know I've bottomed a bunch of lands, but be okay getting a land so I can get this down. Okay. What's the play here? Attack for 2, Figment Pass? I don't love trading Talus Lookout for the Battlewing Mystic, but I think I need to offer it. Okay, no takers. I'll stop on their upkeep. Stall for time there. their flyers. Figment trades with the 3/2 now. So they're gonna kill my wall. I'm gonna stall for time those two things. I have a Flowstone infusion. Okay. This Gin of the Fountain's annoying. Yep, that dies. I will draw a blue. Not really what I wanted to draw there. Yep, obviously I'll trade. And I've got another Pixie Illusionist, right? It's a different one. I'm just out here drawing all lands. Well, we've got to do this with Kicker to bounce the Djinn. And we found a card that doesn't actually matter. Looks like we're going to lose this game to a better blue Flyers deck. Not having Essence Scatter really makes this deck not as good. Like, Essence Scattering this Djinn on the way back down would be excellent, but that's not going to be what we get to do. They just get their 4/4 back. I get to play this. I mean, I do get to keep bouncing it. I mean, I guess I bounce this too. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 3 of these cards are still lands, which is not good for me. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They've only hit 8 lands. I guess they've scryed a couple times with this. Sure. Jeez, there's just flyers.deck. Yeah, that's too little too late. I am just dead. Good beats. Opponent's deck was a better Flyers deck than ours. Let's try that again. Alright, game 2. Let's see if we can make things happen this time. This hand is fine, not great. You can cycle this at the very least if you need to. Hoping I don't need to. Hoping I can just go like look out into stall for time. Might end up needing to cycle this. We will see. Ooh, that's a good one. It's a good one to draw. I will trade my reinforcements for their abomination. Yep. Trade my 2 for your 2. Cool. I'm good with that. We'll go Talus Lookout here. No blocks. So now I'm pretty well set up. If I find a land, I can just jam Zaro Jonin. If I don't find a land, I can go Academy Wall. Found a land, but it's a tap land. This enters on white, though. Then we go Academy Wall. Then we hit for 3. The Phyrexian Warhorse is kind of scary. It can get big pretty fast, but I've got the Citizen's Arrest for it. So we're still okay for now. If they attack, I'm definitely blocking that Eerie Soul Tender. I don't want to let them just kill my wall for free. Okay, another Soul Tender, sure. Nothing too great in their graveyard right now. Geyser's good. So I think I'm going to try to get a little risky here. They only have... yeah, so I'll attack for 3. And then I'm going to play Zaro Jonin. Oh, I have to auto-pay because this deals me damage. Sure. So hopefully this plus the wall holds off an attack for a turn. And if I can attack next turn, maybe even stall for time, Geyser, or Arrest before I attack, I get to pump the Lookout and just smash for a bunch of damage. How many Eerie Soul Tenders is too many Eerie Soul Tenders? Jeez Louise. They can pump this 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they can sack their whole board to make me go to 1. No, not even. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take 3. Okay, cool. Again, land's a good draw. So I can stall for time, tap 2 of them down, and smash. Or I can Citizen's Arrest the horse and just attack for 3. That's probably better this turn. Then I still have the stall for time up later if I want it. But this on the horse is going to be pretty good. I could still just attack with both. Make this a 4. Make this a 4 and have them lose 2 things. If they decide to block. It's probably safer just to hit for 3. Because this holds these back. Oh, they're smashing. Okay. Block, block. We could have a sweeper here. There's Choking Miasma. Okay. Just a Necromass. I am fine with a Necromass. So I don't just win. But I do get to cast this with Kicker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left. Bounce that. Let me sell loot. Smash for 8 here, put them to 1, and then have stall for time up. Cool. That's much better. Alright, game 3. We've got a good opening hand. Got our best card. And some removal. We'll keep this. Geyser is a good draw. Okay. Card's kind of scary. We do have the removal spell for it, though. Yep. Take 1. Now they're playing Coral Colony. That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and kill this before it gets out of hand. This is dealing 4. Don't think there's a red spell that saves it. I'm gonna go this, cast with Kicker, make this a 3/3. Sure, they had the Flowstone Infusion, yep. There's another wall. Am I going to bounce the coral colony this turn is the question. I think so. I think I just bounce this. Draw my card. I don't need to gain 3 life this turn. Talus Lookout was a great draw. But now they could have Essence Scatter. So now I need to decide what my plan is here. I think I'm just gonna do Citizen's Arrest on the Coral Colony. Just play it safe a little bit. Okay. Now I'll jam my Defiler. They might have another Flowstone Infusion. Kind of feels like that's what they have. So I will not be blocking. I guess it could be a Lightning Strike. Just playing Wall Sentinel, sure. Get another one, yep. So now I can play this for Phyrexian mana, draw an extra card. This card's so good. Don't mind if I do. Hit for 4. Then I'll just play my 2/1. Your move. That was pretty good. I get to bounce the Djinn next turn if they tap out. And they're tapping out, okay. They might be setting up to get the wall guy. No. No wall guy, okay. Might as well cast this with Kicker. Bounce that. Gain some life, draw a card. Play that. Attack with all these things. Play another flyer. Remove. I do believe that we've won this game now. I guess the red sweeper, the rare, would get them out of this, if they have it. They're just passing. So do they have the... I'm not sure what they can have. Yeah, Flowstone Infusion on the Tallest Lookout, sure. We thought they had that this whole time. I'll take Stall for time. Why not play the Djinn, though? You can play that and that. You can do both. Yep. I think they're just dead. Cool. They got a little stuck on mana, but our deck fired on all cylinders. We're going to draw another card with the Defiler, too. Sweet. Alright. Time for game... I've lost track at this point. Game 4. We'll keep this hand. We really want another land in the first couple of draws, but we've got... If we hit land 3, we're good to go, basically. This Thran Portal has to be blue mana, though, which kind of sucks for Zaro Jonin, but that is what it is. I guess I can play Plains on turn 1, just in case I draw a blue source on turn 2. I have lots of green sources though. It might just be worth it to play the portal on 1 on blue. Make sure I don't miss. Because if I don't play portal on 1, and I draw a tap land next turn, then I'm not going to play a 3-drop on curve. So I think I'll just play this on blue. Watch me draw an island here. No, you have the Maya Coast. Okay. It all worked out. My blue mana is painful right now, though. But so far, it's worked out. Okay. Jamming this into an Essence Scatter, potentially. Yep. Okay. No untapped land, which means it's Academy Wall time. Sure, they're impulsing. Yep. Okay, they've got a Shield Wall Sentinel, and they are getting another Shield Wall Sentinel. Playing some painful creatures here. We might get a little bit too far behind to come back if this Shield Wall Sentinel goes and gets the card I'm scared that it's going to get. Okay, Coral Colony's fine. We've got time to beat that. We'll go Talos Lookout this turn and pass. Untapped land means we can stall for time. Citizen's Arrest can take care of the Coral Colony eventually. Not super worried about that. They have their own Citizen's Arrest, sure. Okay. So now we can just play Zara Ojanin, which kind of is tempting for me. Because Zara can start powering up this Haunting Figment, and actually even these 1/1s next turn, so I might go like 1/1s plus stall for time, tap 2 things, smash, power up everything. We'll see. I'm taking a lot of damage from these lands right now, but at least I'm casting spells. Geyser, sure. So now might be the turn that I have to deal with the colony. So I think I'm going to go Citizen's Arrest. Take the colony. They're going to mill me for 4. Okay, they didn't get anything that I care about there. And I'm just going to pass the turn. And I'll go Reinforcements end step. And then next turn just get Zar down. Not Djinn of the Fountain. Okay, no longer need to take too much pain. I'm wondering about holding this land for an Academy Wall. Next turn. I think I will hold it for a turn. So my play's the same. I want to start powering up my stuff. Zara attacks through all the walls right now. The drawbridge is annoying. Oh, they had the Wingmantle Chaplain the whole time? Oh yeah, this is just going to kill me. This card's really good. It's tough to beat. They have a bunch of flyers now. And enough mana left over to tap my stuff with the drawbridge. So I have to go to combat here. My guess is they're not even going to let me try to attack. I'm right. Oh, that still works. That's interesting. No attacks. Your turn. Stall for time, tap that, and tap a bird, I think? They have a spell to save the Djinn from its unfortunate fate. Ah, come on. I need to not draw lands there. There's a chance I can come back, but not if I draw another land. Not if they have a Sarah Paragon. Yeah, we're just dead now. That's unfortunate. This game could have been a lot more interesting if I draw something good there, but no such luck. Only lands. I'm just dead on board. Too bad. Close-ish game, but our opponent had the Chaplain. So this was the card I was looking for. If I had found a Wingmantle Chaplain, my whole deck would look a little bit different, but never saw one the whole draft, so here we are. All right. Currently 2-2 with mediocre blue-white flyers. Hoping to turn things around in this game. Don't need more lands, though. I really wonder about cutting a land out of this deck. My stuff is so cheap, but I've also been burned by not having quite enough lands, so I have 2 Academy Walls to loot through my deck, too. I think it should be fine. I think I'm just getting a little unlucky. Just a little bit. These Blight Piles could be annoying. We will start looting through the deck. We don't need this Yavimaya Coast anymore. Okay. The Aquifer could be good if I draw my my Leonin, my legendary 5-drop. Opponent does nothing. I just want to geyser this. Or I could just like play planes, pass, and stall for time 2 things. Might be better. Also, I'm not really in a rush. I'm just gonna play a tap land and pass. Whatever. Yep. I lose a life. You got it. Happy with that. It's fine. I wonder if they had like an extinguish the flame that they were waiting to see if they needed to cast. I'll put Thran Portal tapped on white. And I'll just... I guess I could have discarded this. I should have just discarded it. Yeah. That's fine. I'll plan on just stalling for time here. Yep. Stall for time to 2 Blight Piles. Loot with my Academy Wall. Drew an extra planes anyways. It doesn't matter. Play the Figment and pass, I guess? I really want them to play something worth bouncing. These Blight Piles are going to kill me eventually, so I think I might need to deal with them. So we'll start with a runic shot on one of them. I will loot. I don't need a second academy wall right now. I'll keep the land though. I'll keep the Phyrexian espionage. I don't really want to take up the shield. I'll play the land. Hit you for 2. Go Citizen's Arrest on the Blight pile. And play this other 2/1. This can block the Soul Tender eventually, but it doesn't need to right now. Sure. With the light completed, it's fine. Got a long time before I need to deal with that. We will cast this with Kicker. My rare that I started this draft with has not been in the top half of my deck very often. That kind of sucks. Sure, I'm fine with that. Put away a land, draw 2, they discard 2. Play this. Do I just make this a 3/2? I kind of want to. Your turn. Okay, come on. I've got to find something in my deck worth doing. Citizen's Arrest takes my 3/2. And I find a land. Okay. So now I'm going to Geyser back the Barricade. I'm going to loot with my wall. Oh, they're sacrificing itself, sure. Hit for 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I've seen 13 of my 17 lands, which means only 4 of these cards are stinkers at this point. And the fact that I get to scry with this, now only 2 of them. Only 2 of the cards left in my deck are lands. Everything else is a spell. And I've got to take up the shield. I've still got a Defiler. Yeah, sure. Card doesn't bother me. I think I'm done looting with the wall. I bet they tap the Lookout. Oh no, they're taking out my Scryer. And tapping the Lookout? Sure. Hit for 2. You want to block? Sure, because they want to get the Weatherlight completed. Okay. Can we finish this game off? Interesting card to keep on top. I guess they can do something with the Soul Tender also. Oh, are you kidding me? Combat. Hit it for 2. Your turn. Not playing the land because I want to discard it to one of these spells that I have left in my deck. How many geysers have I played? 1, 2, so I still have a geyser. I guess if they played this with kicker, I'm discarding the wall, or I'm sacrificing the wall. The Weatherlight's been completed. They can attack now. I don't know if they will smash, though. Come on, Geyser. Come on, Defiler. Artillery Blast counts. So I can just do this, kill this. They get to scry off that. Yeah, I hit for 3. Your turn. I'll trade my 2-1 for their 3-1. Sure, I'll make this trade also. I had another spell. Are you kidding? They're just going to tap my 3-2 and tap this. They can start attacking. Like I said, there's only one more land in my deck. I have another Talus Lookout. I have a Drake still. Yeah, still have a Drake to get. I'm not blocking. Goodness, are you kidding me? How many lands have they seen? They've spread some to the bottom. Drawbridge is one of the worst draws in my deck. I can't attack anymore, I have to pass. I really want to draw a card with Talus Lookout, but I really... Yeah, they're just attacking. So the issue is, if I take this and go to 3, then their Blight Pile can just kill me. Is this their 3rd Blight Pile? Yeah, it is. So I can go to 3, then they can do this, and then untap and do this again, and then I'm just dead. So I think I have to block here. And try to find a way to race them. So that's the last land left in my deck. All 7 of these cards are spells. If I pass the turn, they get to tap something, attack, I block. I'm not dead. I'm so frustrated. 7 cards. All 7 of those cards are spells. My opponent, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, has 10 lands face up and has discarded 1. So 6 more cards in their deck are lands. What a way to go out. It's just one of the worst draws in my deck. I still have a Drake. I still have a Tillarian Geyser. But yeah, it's just not enough. They're just gonna blight pile me twice and I'm dead. Woo-wee. That sucked. Well, that was not great. Well, you win some and you lose some, and I got in this draft. I thought that Blue Flyers was going to be open. I got some cards for it, like I got a bunch of Tellurian Geysers, which is a great card, but I got no Essence Scatters, which I was really missing. My white cards were pretty mediocre, like I had to play the Resolute Reinforcements and the Juniper Order Root Weaver. But I think this deck was fine. Yeah, I could have tried to get more blue permanents for Defiler of Dreams, but I never really drew this early enough for it to have too much of an impact on those games we played, other than the one game that it won us. This deck was mediocre. If you want to be the blue-white Flyers deck, I think you need some Essence Scatters, you need better Flyers, and just need things to line up a little bit better. I think we got a little unfortunate with the matchups. I needed to have like something bigger here, or maybe I needed to play down a land like I kept saying. I'm not super sure what I was missing, but I was missing something. This deck was not as good as I wanted it to be, which is too bad because I've had success with this archetype before. Thank you for coming along on this ride, though. That is going to be it from me for today. So thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed my attempt here. And I hope you have fun drafting Dominaria United. I think it's a pretty unique draft format, and I'm enjoying myself, even though we lost pretty badly here. So thanks again, and I will catch you next time.